Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome back to the Bitcoin update. We're trading at $83,000 and today we have to see where the next move is going to be like. I have gone on and tried to investigate a little bit about Bitcoin, and it's time for me to tell you what exactly I think is next for Bitcoin. So number one, we probably are moving to $86,000 and then to $91,000. And that's an overview, right? You can close the video and walk away. Now, if you need some details, stick to the video and listen to why I think it's going to move to 86,000 and then 91,000. So first of all, we have the Bitcoin. The number one reason is very simple, okay? And I'm going to keep this video really short and straight to the point. And if we dive into the 4-hour time frame here, we have a CME gap between $84,000 and $86,000 right there. So this CME gap comes right over here. You can see that. So Bitcoin is probably looking to fill $86,000, right? So that is done, right? The mystery behind $86,000 is done, and that's a very good thing. That gives you an edge to move up to $91,000. So why do I say it gives you an edge to go to $91,000 on the Discord? And by the way, I've still opened up, Q2 for you guys, and we're still open for the Q2 entry with March being free. And if anyone is willing to join, do so. But I've posted on the announcement that just need to break this on the 15 minutes time frame and see a move up to $91,000. And we have this pattern on the 15 minutes time frame, almost like an inverse head and shoulder, and then we can move up to $91,000. So the odds are good. The odds are pretty good to move up to $91,000, and the reason being is now that you're given $86,000 CME gap, it's pretty safe to say that this pattern that we have on the 15 minutes time frame is about to get broken. You can see that it hasn't broken it, but the biggest hint is the CME gap that is going to cause it to break, right? So we know beforehand, the prophecy says we need to move up to $86,000 somehow, right? Now, if we do that and we go back for the retest here, right, and we hold the retest, that's when we push from top to bottom and you look at $91,000, right? So we have that move to 91K. Anything higher, I don't know, right? I don't know. I really do not know. Now, one more puzzle here is that Elon Musk is very bullish, right? I've gone on and I've actually cracked the code of what's going on. I've seen this tweet, and he wrote FAFO, right? And I just Googled a little bit of what this means, and it says FAFO, F around and find out, right, is a slang term used to signify that actions have consequences. It's the verbal equivalent of saying, if you mess with the bull, you get the horns. Now, this is the highlight, right? If you mess with the bull, you get the horns. The phrase has been used in various contexts to warn people about the repercussions of reckless or provocative behavior. So if you mess with the bulls, what does that mean? So it cannot mean that you open up long position, right? If you buy the market, that you're not messing with the bulls, you're actually siding with the bulls, because buying is bullish, right? And selling is bearish. So if you're selling, that means you're messing with the bull and you're going to get the horn. So that simply, if you crack the code, it actually means, I mean, even a child in the fifth grade knows that. It's pretty obvious that he's bullish. He's speaking about side with the bulls so that you do not get the horns, right? It's a big hint. The bulls are still there. One more thing to end this video is the weekly time frame. Now, I've said that the bottom is in, and the bottom is in is a very, very big, bold statement I just threw to the people. All right, so we had this message. So where did I post this one, by the way? It's again maybe on the announcement, but I think I posted it yesterday. Yeah, the bottom is in. Okay, so bottom is in yesterday, 446. Why do I say the bottom is in? So number one is that the EMA, the 55, again, remember when you're in a bull run, right? When you are in a bull run, you have to look at the EMAs, go back, study the EMAs one more time. So to me, you have made one touch on the EMA and you moved up, you went down again, you touched the EMA, you bounced off that EMA and you came down to the EMA, and that's why this $77,000 is a very, very big support right now, because even the 55 from the weekly is actually supporting it. So we might see that bounce again, maybe to 135k, maybe retrace again, maybe go up like this and eventually reach 190 to $40,000 somewhere down in 2025. Now the weekly supporting it. The 4-hour time frame as well has a double bottom, right? So we do have this double bottom going on with Bitcoin. So 1 and 2. And speaking of this, let me give you a summary of what I just said in this whole video. Now the summary comes in that you have a CME gap at $86,000. When you break it, you have this pattern here that takes you to $91,000. So it comes up to nearly that little bit of, probably even move up to 95k, where you have this resistance going on in there, right? So when you reach up here, when you reach up there, there's one more thing left, right? And that is the neckline of this potential double bottom that you're creating, right? So you go up to 86, fill the CME gap, come down, retest 83k, move up to 91k, probably to 94k, break above here, and this first bottom, second bottom is going to be in play, and you're going to see Bitcoin above 100k one more time. And that's the future that I see, right? Bounce back off, and you're going to see how 114,000 comes into play. I think the future is pretty much going to be playing out like this. And that's all for the video. I'm going to see you in the next one. Love.